Yo,
What's up, man?
I'm so happy, bro. This is the last episode. Welcome back to the Mark Our Words podcast, the official podcast of YouTube. What's good with you, Chet?
Nothing much, man. How you living, man?
I'm so happy this is the last episode.
Not of the whole podcast, just
No.
today.
Just for today. I changed my clothes 4 times to the same outfit, so
Wait, that don't make sense.
I got the same outfit. I'm
You
like,
took off your clothes and put it back on.
I'm like Steve Jobs. No, I got
Oh, you have different pants and
different pants.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not the same day. It's not the same day, guys. It's different days.
Minimalism.
Yeah.
Well, this is the same day for me, so
Okay.
that's why I got the same clothes on.
Okay.
But yeah, man. How's life, man? How's I don't know. How's your mental?
Good, I guess. Like, I don't know.
You guess? You don't know?
No, I'm good. I never had nobody ask me how my mental doing. I'm just good. I think it's just dude, have you heard the Kendrick song Father Time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I view mental health.
What?
The gist of it. That's how like I view my mental.
Like, I'm this way because of my dad?
Not necessarily, not that part.
Okay.
But more it's like
That's the majority of the song, but
I know, but like there's a part of the song, or there's a part where he was like, "It's on me," to where it's like he has to fix it, and it's up to him to manage it. Yes, what was done to him wasn't right and wasn't just, but like I have to manage it. So that's how I view my mental health, as in like, yeah, there's things wrong with me, but I have to. It's up to me. It's up to nobody else to fix those problems, you know.
before Will Smith slapped Chris Rock,
Shout out to Chris
he
Rock.
was labeled as this weak man. He had some really. I don't think Will Smith's a weak man, by the way, but he had some. He had this one quote that kind of talked to that, where he said that you might not be the blame for the trauma that you've been through, but it's your responsibility to heal yourself.
I agree, 100%.
It's something like that.
I agree. Do you have trauma?
Trauma, no.
Me, me neither.
I mean, I've gone through some things that I think,
But you don't call it trauma?
I don't think it was trauma. I wasn't traumatized. I don't know. I feel like we use a lot of these words.
And we just throw it out there?
Yeah, I don't know what trauma really means.
I don't know what it means to,
Like
stuck.
clinically traumatized.
I just be chilling, bruh. Like, I just be looking at things. Like, that's why I was like, I ain't know I was depressed because I thought it looked one way, but I was showing it in other ways. Like, just not motivated to do anything.
Yeah.
But I was functionally good. Like, I still laugh with you. But once I'm done, I just go chill, lay in the bed. I'm not crying or anything. I just be like, I don't feel like doing anything. Well, Chris, you're depressed. I'm like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not traumatized. I'm not having nightmares. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night or lashing out. And now that I'm like, yo, y'all need like to get some help, bro. No, I'm talking to the fans.
Okay.
Like, no, because like a lot of y'all are traumatized, and y'all need help.
Why you say that?
Because like, I wouldn't want to be that way.
Like waking up in the middle of the night?
Like just stuck in my own trauma. Like basically, it's like a freaking like you like reliving the same day every day. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want to like solve that? But you kind of learn how to function in that. And I'm just like, I couldn't do that. The minute I have like the minute that I feel like I have like real serious trauma, I'm like, oh no, we gotta fix this now, because I can't wake up every day feeling triggered and feeling trauma. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm shutting everything down, and I'm like, I got trauma to deal with. The podcast be back for y'all 40 subscribers. Thank y'all. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm traumatized. But I do agree to your point that we just throw words out there just to make our story sound more dramatic than what it was. My story not that dramatic. My parents just died. That's all.
That's kind of traumatic.
I don't feel traumatic.
You don't think so?
Probably for my father, but I just function through it. It's not gonna come out in other ways. That's good.
That's good.
That's good. Just keep the trauma. Hashtag keep the trauma. Don't let it come out. No, I mean like don't let it come out in other ways.
Okay, well, deal with the trauma. I would say.
Hashtag deal with the trauma. There
Deal
we
with
go.
the trauma.
Don't let it leak out in other ways.
Yeah, don't let it just live there and sit there and be like, you know what, I'm old enough. I'm gonna find my way out here since my person doesn't want to deal with me. All of a sudden, no. Now you just beat up people.
We're making fun of this and maybe
Remember we had one of our friends, one of our good friends, when we went to a beach and then they said they wanted to get into a fight. You think that's trauma? It's like, oh, I just want to fight somebody. I want to go to a bar and fight somebody.
It's weird.
Okay, well, you weird, whoever.
That was just weird. Now that I'm older,
Yeah.
because sometimes I think at the time I probably just laughed at it. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, that's funny. You just want to fight, but now that you're older, you just like, that's
Scary. That's scary to me. Cause there's people like that in real life.
No, there's people out here. Shout prayers to everybody who was affected by the shooting. Who just there was a shooting the other day. This is 3 weeks ago, but there was
In New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like that's just like weird behavior. So if you just come to me and just say I just feel like getting a fight, I need to go to the bar, I'm distancing myself from you immediately.
Yeah, that's cool shit.
Yeah. I'm out of there.
I don't want no parts.
No, not at all. Dude, you know what else that I don't want no parts in? I'm almost there. I'm not all the way there, but I'm like 95% there. I want no parts in crypto, bro. I want no parts in crypto, bro. Like it's getting scary. It's scary hours for me when it comes to crypto.
Yeah, I don't know if it's scary, but I can see why. But funny thing that you mentioned this.
What's up?
That's part of our topic for today, man. Self-discipline and investing.
I'm just ready to go. I'm so sorry.
Self-discipline and investing, man. I remember when crypto was a big thing during the pandemic. Investing period was a big thing. People were doing all types of wild things. They were doing options, derivatives, puts, and calls, and all types of things on Tesla. They were doing margins, which we could. I guess I could explain it. So push and like options is like you betting on whether something's going up and down. So you're not even investing in the stock. You're investing in the probability that it's going to go up a certain amount or it's going to go down a certain amount.
Is that where Wall Street bets came from?
Yes. So Wall Street bets, they started. So Wall Street bets, a lot of people were betting against a lot of things. One of them being GameStop, because they thought GameStop was just going to go out of business because everything's going to streaming, right? So it's like GameStop is like Blockbuster. People are buying games online now, so we're going to bet against it. That's what Wall Street people were doing. Wall Street bets was like, let's show them a lesson that we, the people, are not going to let GameStop go out of business. So they start investing in the GameStop, which then brought the stock up, which then got a lot of those people that invested against it to lose money. So that's where they're coming. But there were a lot of people doing options. There's a lot of people doing crypto. There was a lot of people. And in this time, I was like, am I the only dummy? Cause I invested during that time. I was too scared because it was just too many people. It was my mom would start investing. My mom never invested in anything. People were telling me, calling me up. It's like, hey, what are you investing in? I'm like, what is going on? When I was talking about investments or investing 2, 3, 4 years ago, nobody was hitting me. Nobody was talking about it. Now everybody's doing it. I got too scared. So I was like, you know what? This is scary times. I invest. But I started to wonder, like, is this right? Am I losing money? You start hearing stories about this person making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I was like, man, should I invest in GameStop? It keeps going up. People are telling me to invest in GameStop. It's going to go back up. If you don't get into it now, you're going to lose out. And there was a part of me that felt like I was going to miss out on being rich. And I won't say it was self-discipline that kept me. It was more fear. But I wonder if I did have the money for it. Because also I just bought a house at the time. I was saving up for a house. If I did have the money for it, would I have enough self-discipline? And I realized I don't know if people really look at money as something like that. Like, let's say, for example, you have a vision for a podcast. and you're like, this is where I want a podcast to go. But somebody comes in and say, hey, I'm going to give you guys $500,000 each for the podcast. But this is why I see the vision. It has nothing to do with your vision.
Elon Musk.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But anybody.
I'm just saying, basically,
anybody with
he's just
money.
coming over and take over Twitter. It's just like, you know what, I want this to happen.
Would you have enough self-discipline to say, nah, this is not where I want this podcast to go? And I don't know if I do. I mean, I guess it depends on what I care about. But
you taking the 5?
I don't know.
I'll probably take the 5.
It depends on how strong I believe in my vision.
You can have Mark words.
You just gonna build another one?
Words are Mark. Welcome to the official podcast of Words are Mark. Episode 1, season 1. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, of course there has to be some type of like wording in the contract of like, you know, like
you can't just switch around the words.
I don't know. Even that is a privileged saying though. Because like it's not as I don't think it's as much discipline. I think it is discipline, but it's also privilege. Like, if I'm not in need, like, people have student loan debt, people have regular debt. You get what I'm saying? $500,000 can change your life, or like at least put you on the launching pad to create a better life than what you have right now. You love real estate, or you building a love for real estate. Go ahead.
Let me tweak because this might not be discipline.
Okay.
Let's say you've seen somebody else get $500K each, the podcast, but they're doing something definitely different from what you're doing. And in your mind, you're like, yeah, that's taking the shortcut. What we're doing, we're trying to build something different, better, in a more, I guess, I don't know, sustainable way. Yeah. They're not going to last more than a year or two. Would you have the discipline knowing that if we did like them, we could probably get the $500K, probably $200K? I think that's probably more realistic. Probably,
I think that's what we both agreed on. Like how we don't really touch on hot topics that much. Yeah. Because, everybody does it. And
but it seems like people who do it are winning.
I mean, yes, and I'm not even on the whole like you're going to fail if you do hot topics. Yeah. I just don't want to be a prisoner to the week. If that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like, you're waiting for the next topic each week. Yeah, okay, I see. So that's 52 weeks that I'm waiting for some type of content. To some people, that is like, good, I ain't got to think. I can just do what I got to do. But that, depending on how good you are, because there are people who do hot topics and they do it amazingly well. Yeah. To me,
no, that's a fact.
No. like they do it amazingly well to where like I'm like, what's going on with this? Let me type it.
Let's see what they think about this.
You know what I mean? Review channels that's just strictly on other people's work. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And they do an amazing job. I think the discipline coming at is that, to your point, I do see the vision of creating our own, not competing. Yeah, that's basically what it's more about. Of can I outdo the people who do hot topics when there's 100 of them? I probably can outdo 20 of them. Yeah, I probably can outdo 30 of them. I probably can outdo 90 of them, maybe. Who says? Do I want to do that, or do I want to go in the lane that no one's really hitting to where I don't have to be great? I can have a bad episode. Because it's only me. I'm not saying we out here perfectly having a bad episode.
Sorry. I don't know. These are pretty close there.
Listen, you moved the mic. Nobody moved the mic like that.
You're right.
But look, the thing about it is you're not used to really sitting up because you're usually on the couch. Yeah. But no. So it's kind of like that blue ocean theory that
Jack Train
was talking about. And the funny thing about it is I got the book before he talked about it. Only read 4 chapters, about 5 maybe. And it's true. I think the shortcut to success, if there is one, is to not compete. And the thing about it is, it's not, there's going to be competition in that way. But it has to be on your terms. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's very hard to compete, in my opinion, with Hot Topics coming from zero. Mm-hmm. If we already have an audience and they ask us a Q&A or something like that, like, hey, what do y'all think about so-and-so? I may touch on it, but I'm like, I don't want to be known for that. Mm-hmm. That's not the vision that I have. But do I have the discipline, to your point, of if I was to do this, I'm guaranteed a bag? Maybe. It really depends. Like right now, I'm not in need. I feel like I have time to burn to be like, let's see if my way works. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to being like, I'm in need of this right now. But like I said, because I don't own it 100%, if you decide to take it, then I'll be like, then I have to take. You get what I'm saying?
Well, we could definitely argue against that.
How so?
You said you don't want to. Oh, you talking about the 500K?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, you can say I don't want to take it.
But I can't make you like continue to do the show. You'd be like, I want to take it, so I'm gonna take my cut.
I mean, you gotta have a. If I really wanted 500K, you gotta have a like justification. You can't just be like, I just feel it. If you say something like that, I'm like, bro, let's take the money.
Okay.
Like I just know it. I just trust me. Like, let's just take the 500K.
Yeah.
You say, look, in 2 years we're gonna be here. Trust me, we already here, and let's say in 2 months, if I could get us here, then you have to understand this is where I want to be in 6 months, and then a year. I'm like, I see the vision. But you just say, trust me. I'm like, nah. Let's take the 500K. We could build another one. We could trust each other. No, I think that's and that's the idea that I was having. Like, yeah, I probably could make some money off of this, but then the issue is. And
hold on, and this is crypto you're talking about.
I'm talking about investing period.
Investing period, okay.
I'm gonna get to crypto though, but investing period. Like I was like, I could do some options. I can do, I could invest in Tesla. Everybody's investing in Tesla. I could invest in Zoom. I think the other thing is though, because when you're doing these things, you are taking a risk. Even if it's not guaranteed that we would make 500K, or we would even last that long to make 500. They might cancel our show and just give us the 100K that we was there for, and so forth. And who knows?
Thank
right?
you.
That's dope, right? But now new people are running our show because we weren't the people that they wanted. So you never know, right? It all is a risk, and I think for me it was like, okay, why do I care so much about making money off of Tesla or making money off of stocks or even crypto in a sense? Like everybody was talking about Dogecoin this, Dogecoin, Shibushi coin. And I'm like, why do I care? Because the thing was, I was looking at everybody else. And we touched on this too, like comparing your success with other people's success makes you discount the success that you made so far.
Yeah. And
so for me, it was like, okay, I need to figure out what is your vision. If you don't have a vision, then you will be swayed by whoever comes around, because then you don't really have a destination. So what is your vision for how you want, how much money you need or how much money you want to acquire? And then after that, stick to that plan. Don't let other people try to sway you, because as long as you are happy with, I remember listening to the Draymond Green show.
Yeah.
With Steph Curry.
I don't know why you listen to sports.
I'm a sportsman now.
You're not.
Hey, shout out to the Golden State Warriors.
I'm not going to correct you. Do you believe it's Golden State Warriors?
Yeah, they Draymond Green and stuff, yes. Okay. But they won against the I don't know, Jamal Ryan team. I don't know. The Bucks? No, that's no, not Bucks. The Wolverine? No.
It's a type of bear.
The Grizzly.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Jamal Ryan. Yeah, you be dunking too. Anyways, he was talking about how Steph was talking about how when he was about to get the deal, he didn't take a pay cut, but he didn't get what he was quote unquote worth. And he said, well, when I went to that deal, I told myself, this is what I wanted. This is the deal I wanted. I'm not gonna look at somebody else's. I'm not going to talk and look at anybody else's pocket. I'm going to go there and accept whatever that, when I accept that deal that I want. And he said, when I had that conversation with myself, I was like, okay, when I got that deal, nothing else mattered. I didn't care how much this person was making or how much that person was making or so forth. I only worry about myself. And I think that's the idea that I started to come across, was like, I need to worry about what is financial success for me and what do I need to get there. If I make anything more than that, cool. I remember there was a podcast we had where I was like, I want to make 100 million. And then I really didn't have an answer as to why I want 100 million.
It just sounds cool.
It sounds cool. It sounds nice. But really, I just want to be financially free. Not even independent, free. Where I'm like, let's park in the garage.
How free, though?
Park in the garage. I don't got to worry about it. let's go to the grocery store. I ain't got to do all this budgeting. Like, okay, I'm buying meat today.
Nope.
Like, I think that would be ideal. Like, and if anything were to happen, like, I need a new roof. We got enough cash to.
Now, my thing is, hold on. Let me ask you this question: are you settling because you feel like the chance of you becoming a 100 millionaire is low, to where you're like, at first I want to be a 100 millionaire, but now I'm just like, yo, if I could just buy beef whenever I want to, like I'm good.
I think there is a danger of being overly ambitious, because then you become rich, but then you want to become even more rich. So it's like there's no end. I think if you get to 100 million, all these 100 millionaires are trying to be billionaires. All these billionaires are trying to be the richest man alive. It's like, when does it end? You know? And so then you have people, oh man, I forgot his name, but the guy that was the Ponzi scheme guy, Mardoff. I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah, but
he ran some big Ponzi scheme back in the 1990s, 2000s. But he had a company before he did the Ponzi scheme, and he was making good money. So he was a millionaire. He was making really good money, but he wanted to do more. He wanted to make more money, because when you're a millionaire in Wall Street, you're around 100 millionaires. When you're around 100 millionaire in Wall Street, you're around billions. Yeah. So it's like you always want more, and it's like nobody ever has this like, what is good enough for me, and then after that, everything else is cherry on the cake. And I think for me, I had to realize that for myself, and then being more disciplined. Because once you say, you know what, having 2 houses or 1 house, having a car, having all my kids' tuition paid for, and I think you kind of did this, right? It's like, this is the house I want, this is the car I want. I might want a condo as well. I want all my kids' graduations, all my kids' college tuitions paid for, and I'm good.
Everything else is just gravy.
And I think that's the idea that I needed to come to. I was like, why do I need $100 million? I don't need that. And I'm not that ambitious.
And I don't think
I'm not that ambitious.
And I don't think what I want costs $100 million.
Exactly.
Like my Bentley don't cost $100 million. My Porsche don't cost $100 million. Her house not gonna cost $100 million, because if I have 2 houses, I'm just gonna put it in my wife's name. Like, you should have the house. I don't care. But my condo don't cost $100 million. You get what I'm saying? Like, at most, what did I spend? $10 million, maybe. So that's why I'm like, I'm very, I don't want to be in that game, because the root of it won't be what I wanted. It will always be what everybody else have. Yeah. And that's not a
game you want to be playing.
No, because like I'm not good at it. Like, as much as you know your strengths, you also need to know like your limitations. You need to know what you're bad at and what you potentially won't be good at. You get what I'm saying? And I know I probably won't be good at that game of keeping up with the Joneses type of thing.
Yeah. That's the game.
That's not my type of style. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'm good at a lot of things now, but that I'm like, I don't think I'm good at that. Cause even some of the things that I like and still cherish now, like, people look at it like, why? And I'm like, I like it. Like, I don't care. Like, fight me. But it's just weird. Like, so that's why I don't trust crypto. because I kind of take your theory of like, if everybody's telling me to do it, I'm like, something is fishy about this joint. Is this one of those joints to where you go to one of these type of meetings to where, yeah, you get people to join, but only the people up top make money. The people who got in like at the first start make money. And then everybody else at the bottom is kind of like, you have to recruit more people. You have to recruit more people. You have to recruit more people.
Yeah.
It's like, this is kind of weird. Like, that's kind of how I feel about NFTs. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like the people who were first, like early, who got everything, is going to benefit. You know what I mean? I feel like if I was trying to get into it now, I probably won't see the benefit of what those people see. And granted, maybe that's a wrong way of thinking, but maybe I'm not as that ambitious as you either. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm not gonna make it work. You get what I'm saying? I'm not like, does this work? Does this work? No. It's kind of like day trading. I'm like, that's not my style. It's not my style. I'd rather just take the long way. I'd rather just take the marathon way. I check my stocks 10 years from now. What did I get? Pull it out. I try to buy another house. You get what I'm saying? Like, besides just like losing it all, making it all the next day, losing it again, then I'll break even by Thursday. And I'm like, I went through a whole week and I made nothing.
No That's how it really is.
Because I made money and then I lost it and then I made it back. And it's like, what did I do this week? And like, and guess what? The win is you didn't lose anything. And I'm like, that's not a win to me. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even make sense.
Like, the win is you didn't.
It's fun though.
I mean, I guess.
Because you seem, I got 40K today. Oh, I lost 50K yesterday. Damn, I got 70K. So you see all these big numbers.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the net is still zero or even the red. So it's like, and I think, the games keeping up with the Joneses is the biggest part of this. Because it's like, and I've never been the type to keep up with the Joneses. But you have to understand, like, it's hard not to, because then your whole idea of what success is based off of what other people tell you what success is. People look at you a little different. I remember when I got the Tesla for my girl birthday, we was driving that. There was so many people turning heads because
really?
the guy that showed you the Tesla.
You showed me just a clip of just driving, but you ain't showing me like you driving
the outside.
You ain't showing me none of that.
It looked different.
It looked crazy.
I had one of the squeegee boys. It was by a squeegee. I was like, nah. He's like, all right, we not even play with your car. But let me ask you, how much does this car cost you? Because this car is too nice.
Really?
I never had the squeegee boy say anything to me. It was like, I was like, I this is not my car. I'm renting it out. He asked me, how much did you rent it out for? I told him the number. They were like, oh, okay. I see. I never had something like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Did it feel like you was the man?
I was like, I might have to get me a Tesla, man. I might have to get wrapped up just like this, man.
What color was it?
It was purple, orange, and black, I believe. It was like wrapped. It was like designed. Okay. So it looked like it looked sick.
The squeegee boy said, we're not even going to touch your car, Daddy.
They respect me. I was like, all right, cool. But the funny thing, and this was
hold on, I got one more question about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you self-drive it at all?
No, I don't think we didn't test that. I don't know why we didn't.
I'm about to say, that probably would have been, then again, if I rented it, I'd probably be like, nah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's the other thing. But that car, it was just smooth.
Really?
Yeah.
And I heard it's faster than what people really like account for. Like, it's really fast.
Yeah, we tested it out to see from 0 to 60. We didn't go any faster than that, but we did a 0 to 60. It gets there. It gets there pretty fast. Right? But yeah. And so what I think people want is the admiration. And the respect from their peers. Mm-hmm. And you get that easily with things. You get that easily with stats. If you show somebody your stock portfolio and you got like one index fund, you just put all your money there. People are like, oh, okay, that's cute. You got Apple, you got Amazon, you got this, and you got this, and they see the number. It could be the same number.
That's crazy.
But they see the Apple. Like, oh, you got the Apple. You got Tesla. You got this. Oh, what's that? You got, and they see your portfolio. It's something to that. Like when somebody say, yeah, I'm investing in some Apple stock, some Nike stock, some this that, you know, oh, this man is a real investor.
Yeah, because you know it don't cost $1 to invest in no Apple.
Versus like I'm investing in Vanguard stock one, you know, the top 100. It's like, oh, okay, all right. So I think there's this status and admiration that people want. But the thing is, when you're doing these risky, like, I don't know, whether it's crypto, whether it's like, you know, I don't know, these different ventures that cost a lot of money to do, or you have the potential to lose a lot of money, because you saying I'm not going to do something weird that I might lose everything, gain it one day, lose it the next. I feel like it changes the way you think about success, especially if you become successful with that. One, you become overly confident in your own skills and don't attribute it to luck. So let's say you made, I don't know, $50K from doing day trading one day. You thinking like this is the way.
If I make $50K in one day, I'm never day trading again. I'm pulling out.
You think so?
Yes. Because I'm like,
I feel like I feel like the fact that you made that in 50K in one day, you're like, oh, I can do this.
I'm talking about what I know about day trading now. I'm talking about I'm using the knowledge that I have now.
You think so?
I am 50K.
You did that one time.
I'm pulling it out.
Yeah, you pull out. You pull out.
I'm pulling out, and I'm
not
going
never doing it again.
Nah, I'm good.
You're not putting $1,000.
Okay, maybe like $1,000, maybe $2,000. Okay, $10. No, but
I took out my 40K, but I'm gonna see if I can do it again.
But like my thing is, that
you do it a second time.
Oh nah, I gotta stop. Because I'm about to be a crackhead.
But I think that's an issue.
Because my thing, do you make 100K? 100K.
But I think a lot of people, they make money.
Yeah.
You probably do get lucky once or twice.
Listen,
and that stays with you.
I need somebody to tell. Like that's when I need people like you, people like my friends, to be like, Chris, that was 100% luck. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's even worse when you take a method
and I like keep doing it and it keep working.
You have a method and you're like, oh, this method works. And so I think that's the thing about a lot of these, like, you know, even with crypto, there's people that made a lot of money in the pandemic because crypto kept going. But it crashed. And you didn't get out in time.
You lost money.
You lost a lot of money. Yeah, I know. And the funny thing is, people got money. They took the money out. It was like, hey, it's still going up. They put that money back in.
They put it back in.
And so now you become a believer because the money's going so crazy. So you like, oh, I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to buy Dogecoin. I'm going to buy Shippy Poo doing this dog coin. I'm going to buy this crypto, that crypto, NFT. And all of it is going up.
Yeah.
But you're so invested because now you're a big believer versus back in the day when you first made like, I don't know, 10K from it. Now you thinking like, oh, this is my portfolio. I'm 90% of my wealth is tied into crypto. And when it crashes, you're like that man off of Twitter talking about, man, this is the worst. This can't happen. I'm going to put more money into it.
Yep. He lost everything. Dog. But did you see that Rick Ross video I sent you?
About like,
about crypto. He said, man, let me
where's all y'all?
Like, show me the big boys of crypto that got this house and stuff like that, like the real money. He said, y'all playing with that fake money over there and things like that. But I kind of get what he's saying, though.
I agree.
Because his method of making money was, I write songs, I do shows, I get an actual paycheck. That goes back to your whole point. We had this discussion months ago on the phone through texting, to where I said, I don't believe in NFTs and crypto and stuff like that because I don't believe the how real it is. And that's when I said, real estate is real. And he was like, yes and no. And that's when I said, because the dollar is real. And he was like, yes and no. Because it all goes to how you view, going back to the book you just got done reading about money and things like that. I think the only way, and this is without me reading the book, but I'm learning, especially, I should be talking to my girl, and one thing I've been preaching to my lady, I said, you have to treat money as a resource to get something. You can't view it as something to hold.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
And the minute that you hold money in the sense of like, oh, I have $2,000 in my bank account, what do you need $2,000 for? Like, I should remember, like, back in the day, there was a lot of people saying, oh, I need this much for my emergency fund. I need at least $2,000, $3,000 for emergency fund. For what? What? There is a value, depending, like I said, based on where I am right now in my life, I don't need $3,000. I don't ever need $3,000 in my savings account. For me, that is.
You don't think so?
No, because I have a lot of credit, and I have and I always keep 1,000. I'm like, whatever cash can get, credit would get, and then I'll just pay it back. But I'm using money as a resource to get these courses, to get these classes, to get these equipment and stuff like that. I'm not just using it. And granted, depending on your lifestyle and depending on your cost of living, 3,000. You may need 3,000. You may need 5,000. Hell, if you're a landlord of any type, anything can break, you may need a certain amount of money or like a nest egg if something was to happen to fix something. But I'm not. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, for this stage in my life, I don't need to be just hoarding money at this point when I got things that I need to get. I need to get this certification. I need to get this certification. And sometimes I think, and I'm going to read the book, I think back in the day, I was just holding money just because I liked having money. I was just like those rappers who flashed the money, but without flashing the money, though. I basically was like, hey, I got it. You get what I'm saying? And that's it. And they're like, hey, Chris, how much money you got? I'm like, I got money.
Yeah.
Like, but if I would have had the knowledge, I would have more portfolios and more resource, more using it more towards resources down the line. But like you said, you are taught. I'm not gonna say taught, but you watch, depending on what your circle is. They're like, oh, you are who you are if you have money. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have a lot of money, and I'm just like, no, you gotta view it as a tool. And I'm just learning now at this age, and maybe a little years before then, that money is just a tool. Yeah. To get what I need. You get what I'm saying?
Well, but that's also only to get more money. Because I mean, based on what you was mentioning, you say you're getting this certificate, this course, or this thing, but you're getting these courses to get a job,
to get more money.
So at the end of the day, money's really there. It's supposed to be there to buy back your time. That's really what you want your money. Yeah. Buy back your time and give you the freedom to do whatever you want to do. So if you retired, you really don't gotta answer to nobody. You don't gotta go to the job. You don't gotta you don't gotta, and if you have money coming in or you have a lump sum of money, you don't gotta worry about, as long as you understand, like, this is how much money this is gonna last me. I'm going to live among, this amount, I can only spend this amount of money a year if I'm going to have this last me this long. Outside of that, you're able to do what you want to do. I remember, what was it? The book was saying that, so before I get to that, I think saving, though, does something with somebody. So, for example, you being able to save your money allowed you never to be in debt. Because you never was like, okay, you was always like, I'm going to live below my means so much, I'm going to just save. And when times got hard, you was able to pull from that nest instead of being like, oh, okay, I need a loan, I need this, I need that. Or being like, okay, I don't have any money and I'm in like $5,000 worth of credit card debt. Yeah. You never have been in that situation. So I wouldn't say saving is unnecessary. I do think it becomes a problem when he's saving so much that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and maybe I don't value it now because I feel like I mastered it. Like, I feel like I'm very good at budgeting. Like, I'm very good at looking at something and be like, okay.
I don't need it.
Huh?
You're saying I don't need this. I don't need this much.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I made $100 stretch for a whole month before. Like I know how to make ends meet. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I'm like, what I'm not good at is spending.
No, that makes sense.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? I'm not good at watching $1,000 outside of, let's say, my rent or something like that. Outside of bills. I'm not good at, I need this course. Let me throw 1,000 at it. I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah, me either.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? So, like, I'm like, I'm throwing money at something that I'm saying I need. I need a roof over my head. Like I need 1,200. You get what I'm saying? I need lights. That's something that's like non-negotiable. But then like once it's something that's kind of recreational, that you need it, but it's recreation. You don't really need it. You could just continue to live below your means and things like that. So you begin to have that battle in your head of like, are you willing to hear everything? I'm not good at investing in myself. Of betting on. I can bet on other things, throw money in that, throw investment in that. But like, okay, I'm gonna buy one thing you told me before. I'm not gonna get the whole details, but like you said, bro, since this is gonna happen, just go get the drum set now. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was serious. I'm so serious.
I gave you every reason why I like that makes no sense. I have no place to play it. I have no place. You get what I'm saying? Like it just stinks. But for some people, they'd be like, if I see a good deal on it, I'm gonna get it now. I don't care if I gotta put it away in the closet. It's an investment that I'm gonna eventually use. I'm like, I'm not that good at doing that for myself.
I can see that.
I'm like, nah. How is this gonna be used today? You get what I'm saying? How would this course benefit me today? How would this drum set benefit me today? And I'm like, if I don't see it within what's in front of me, it's very hard for me to just throw. To me, it feel like throwing money into the wind. You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, I'm kind of the same way. That's why I have that method. Don't think about it. Just do it. If I think too hard, I'm not going to do it. Like I said, I was going to buy a motorcycle. Then I told myself I would buy a car instead.
And what happened? It like you just waited too long, and then you started thinking.
I started like, wow. I started looking at cars, and I was like, a 2011 car cost $6,000 back in 2018. A 2011 car now costs about 13,000, 14,000 with more mileage. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it. So, but no, I think. I think that's a good trait to have for
a season.
For a season,
okay.
I think because you don't want to be the person that's just holding money and still struggling. Like you living a better life, but you're like, we got pinch pennies here, pinch pennies there. And I'm becoming a little bit better with that nowadays. Even like I was trying. Plans for certain things. And I'm like, man, I don't have the money for this. And it's only because I only budgeted the money for this. I could definitely put money out of where I had allocated for something else and be like, okay, I'm going to make that stretch for now, or I'm just, next month put money away for that. And it's not, it's not healthy on the other end. But I would say it's definitely healthier than not having enough money or going to debt. Not being able to save money is a lot healthier than being able to spend money. Even though you need to find that balance, I think.
No, you have to. One thing I learned through my lady, because I feel like we just two different people when it comes to money, like two totally different people. She's going to enjoy her life.
A true millennial.
I'm going to survive my life. It's a difference.
A true baby boomer.
That's how I view life. Life is something to be survived. Like I have to survive what life will throw at me.
Yeah.
Compared to how she may view it, and I may be wrong, but this is my opinion. She viewed it as life is to be lived, enjoyed. You know what I mean? Why can't we stay here? And I'm like, because I won't have the money for this. You get what I'm saying? But like you said, there is a medium and things like that, to where it's just certain things. Like for example, I should give you some insight. In like December, I was I'm going down south to visit my sister, and I'm gonna be gone for 7 days. So me and my sister been on the phone looking at flights and things like that, looking at hotels. Flights is not a problem. I feel like I'm paying for me and my girl to go. Like how much a plane ticket costs for each? Like I'm expecting to spend at least $600 less. I don't know
for a flight round trip.
I'm expecting, but I'm not trying to spend $600.
Okay.
I'm trying to spend at least $300 to $350, close to $400. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying my budget is like I'm not going over. Okay. So we get to the hotels. This is literally a couple days ago, 3 weeks ago. Cause this is a 4th episode for the day. I'm tired, right? And I'm looking at hotels, and I'm thinking to myself, I wish I was going by myself. The thought just went through my mind, because when you go by yourself, I go right to the booties, bro. I can't. I'll be like, I wish I was going by myself. If I was going by myself, I just stay at my sister's house, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But because I'm bringing my girl, to give her privacy, my girl, because I'm bringing her to my family. You get what I'm saying? Man. I know what you're saying, and my thing is, we're not in a position where we have to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, just stay with your sister. She don't got room.
No, she got rooms, but she got a lot of kids. I ain't trying to be. I mean, I'm. Listen here, you ain't gonna get me in trouble with. Man. Because here's my thing. We gonna be down there for 7 days. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to my sister's house every day. You get what I'm saying? Every day, because I came down there to see my sister. What if my girl just want to be like, can I just stay in a hotel today? She's free to if she just want to chill. Because I'm there. Cause if I go to my sister's house, I'm there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with my sister. What are you saying?
Hey man, nah, y'all, that's y'all relationship. I ain't gonna speak on it.
So you basically said you just would have been like, hey, you just gotta be around my family, and you
buy a whole hotel room. We could just stay with the fam. It's not like you going to see your mother.
It's a lot of
kids. It's your sister. It's like 3 kids.
It's a lot of kids. 4 kids.
Golly, when she becomes the Brady Bunch. Golly.
Is Jacob Nia Pierre.
Golly.
Including her mother-in-law.
There's 3 of them all hers?
3 of them is hers.
Golly.
4 of them is hers. 1 of them through marriage.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
boy, them people didn't waste no time.
But like my
shout out to Jacob.
Okay.
Shout out to
does he call you Rock?
Yeah.
Okay. But my whole thing is,
he's #1.
I'm already expecting my lady to be burnt out, because she's like, can we do something together for us? And I'll be like, you know what? Yes. You know what? You didn't have to come to Alabama, but you chose to come to Alabama.
Y'all renting cars?
Yes, I am renting a car.
Hey man, you might not have that problem no more.
But if I was by myself, I wouldn't rent a car, and I wouldn't get a hotel. Going to my point of, my girl wants to enjoy her life, and she should enjoy her life because it's her life. And with me, I gotta find a happy medium of like, okay, we're not gonna stay, no beef, at the Red Roof Inn. You get what I'm saying? Because if it was me, I'd be right in that Best Western or like whatever it is, to where it's $35, $40 a night, if that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Anything, I'll be right above the step of a motel. I got standards. I won't stay in a motel, but I'll be right there.
Oh, sorry, I'm not a hooker.
I'll be right at the Laquita Inn or like whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I bring in my girl. So guess what? I'm gonna be spending money, at least $80 a night on a hotel at a nice hotel that she's comfortable and she feels safe.
Yeah.
That have breakfast and I'm only picking hotels that got free breakfast in the morning. Because if I'm spending $80 a night, I want you to give me bacon every morning, and I'm gonna be up at 6 a.m. every morning getting the all you can eat bacon. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I have the income. I don't go on vacation. Do you get what I'm saying? This is my first vacation I'm about to go on in 3 years? Like, I'm talking about like out this where I'm actually getting on a plane. Yeah. I have money that I can put aside, or I can budget to put money aside for a one trip out of the year that I take in 3 years, and I'm still gonna I'm not gonna say deprive myself of a better experience, but hey, Chris, you do all this budgeting, you do all this surviving for 11 months. For the 12th month, you can't go to a nice hotel. Nobody telling you to go to Four Seasons. I'm not even trying to go to Four Seasons, or I'm not even trying to go to like the big name hotel. Like something just like, Chris, just go to the Marriott. Like the Marriott don't cost that much. Depending which one you go to. Depending where you go to. But it's like,
I think the Four Seasons is the Marriott.
No. But
damn.
But that's where I'm learning. I'm learning like, oh, okay. If I'm going on vacation, and I'm actually saving money to go on a vacation, why would you put yourself in a situation to where I'm staying at a Motel 6 when I don't have to?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, no, rent a car. Save money to rent a car so you can have the freedom to go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Get a nice hotel to where, let's say, before you go to your sister's house or things like that, you can enjoy the surrounding of the hotel. They may have a pool there. Like, go in the pool, like, chill. Because I'm not only there to see, well, I am only there to, sorry, I'm only there to see my sister and like, my brother-in-law and like, the family. But I'm with my girl, too. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to just completely ignore my broad and just be talking to my sister and stuff like that. So, when I'm not with my sister, I have to now switch my attention to my bro. Hey, what do you want to do? We're not eating like at like 5-star restaurants every night now. I think it's Christmas, you know what I mean? It's Christmas time, so we gonna enjoy ourselves, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna spend my rent trying to quote unquote enjoy life. But I can find that medium to where it's like
the closest money you rent.
Thank you, money man. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if I put money aside now and prepare for it, that's who I am. Then it won't feel like I got jumped by bills at the end of the month. It's like it's May right now. I got 6 months to prepare to go. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting my ticket next month. So that's why I'm like, let me get my ticket as early as possible, so like I don't get those Christmas prices.
Yeah.
But I want to have a fun time down there, like, you know what I mean. So that's why I'm like, let me throw out a little bit more. You know what I mean? And guess what? I got a girl. Hey, what can you contribute to guess what? You stay here. So what can you contribute to the trip? You know what I mean?
Nah, I agree with that.
So it's just different, but I don't know if I'm disciplined. I may be more scared to discipline.
Yeah,
but if it keeps me out of debt, oh well. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the issue is like, and it goes to your point that people are in some scary situations, and a lot of times, if there's hope that they can cling on to, they will. But when you have these get rich schemes or people making a lot of money, but it's like the risk is too high.
Nah.
Or you don't quite understand it, you shouldn't just jump into it just to make money.
Especially if they keep telling you, do your own research.
Yeah, especially what they say.
Do your own research.
Do your own research. Do your own education. Find out for yourself.
And they tell me things like, I'm just letting you know, I'm not a financial advisor.
Or they say they did it themselves, but they teaching more courses than actually doing it. I'm like, wait, when do you have time to trade? You're doing all this day trading. How you teaching me and doing day trading at the same time? It's like, I did it. I'm just trying to teach you guys. Like, okay, why?
I'm like, doing this for free? I'm like, obviously, if you are so good at day trading, you're going to make way more money day trading than teaching, right?
Well, what's $100 a course? Like, anyways, but yeah, I think that's the big one. And then live a little. I think don't be too scared.
No,
be disciplined, but also disciplined to enough where you can live your life.
I'm not gonna say I'm inspired by your lifestyle because I don't think you do anything special.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? But just the idea of like the fact that you say I'm gonna go here for this period of time. I don't know people like that outside of family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, this nigga my age. You get what I'm saying? Like so it's just the idea that it's possible for you to actually budget and actually get your affairs in order.
Yeah.
For you to enjoy life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think my thing is I look at life as trying to survive life, and other people may look at it trying to enjoy life. I think if we come together, I think the happy medium is plan to enjoy life. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and what does enjoy life mean? Because I don't have a car.
I don't take vacations. Like,
okay.
Like I don't take vacations. And it's not even that.
What do you mean you don't take vacations? Because you guys go places.
I don't get on a plane.
Oh, so you don't go out? Okay, but you guys go places.
Yeah, like of course domestically, anywhere that we can drive to and things like that. But me and my girl never went out the country yet. At least not yet. We have something coming up, But that's something that I want to experience with her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not a groupie for just experiences. The way I just want to experience stuff, like experiences. You like to do things like, for example, you like to travel. I probably will never get to the level of liking traveling like the way you do. Like you probably gonna be what is that called, a Norman or or probably a nomad. A nomad, to where it's like you have properties that you don't live in any of them. You just rent them all out and you just hop wherever you want to go, and whenever you're in town, you go to your mama's house.
That would be lit.
The fact that you said that's even lit is like, yo, I have 7 properties. I don't live in any of them. I just get a check every
except for Wyoming and my ranch and my airstrip. I might have a yacht that they make.
And then you come home basically just to pack another bag. I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the world. I don't care much about the world to see it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I get better camera angles on YouTube anyway. So I'm like,
That's also fit.
So I'm like for example, I was thinking like I want to go to Disney World. I was thinking like that one time. And then I listen to people's experiences. I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to be in line for that. I hate lines.
Really?
I hate line. Like, it's one time I was in Walmart, and it was one long line. I literally left my stuff there. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. When I said the line was long, I'm talking about wrapped around the block. It was crazy. I'm like, I can't do lines. I'm patient, but if the line is like that ridiculous, I'm like, I can't do it. So I can't imagine being at Disney World or Disneyland where I got to buy like an access pass just to get on rides. And I'm like, I don't even like roller coasters, so I probably would never go to Disney World. Fair. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying. It's the internal battle of trying not to be boring. It doesn't take a lot for me. You know what I want. I'm gonna get me a PC and I'm gonna play GTA RP every day. You get what I'm saying? And to me, I'll be happy. You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But I got a girl. You get what I'm saying? Who likes things, who like to go places. She said, let's go for a walk. I said, okay, let's walk around the block. She said, let's go to Canton. I'm like, what? That is the only way I found out about it. You get what I'm saying? She's like, let's go to Canton Water Park. I just want to walk around my block.
Wait. I thought you wanted to go pick her up and then y'all went to Canton.
No.
Y'all was at the house.
Yeah.
And then y'all went to Canton.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's go for a walk. Driving all the way to Canton for a walk is wild.
But here's the thing about it, though. I enjoy myself.
Shout out to you in growth, because maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you probably would be like, why are we going?
Yo, you got to listen here.
But now you're like,
when you have a girl, pick your battles. Like, I'm like, I don't care. This her car. If she...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If she want to go...
Yeah.
The most thing I could do is say, I don't want to go. And she probably go take herself. Do you get what I'm saying? But I went there. I enjoyed myself. I may want to live out there. You get what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have known that if I just went like, okay, well, let's walk around the block. But no, she don't want to walk around the block. She want to walk where there's the boats and the nice condos and the nice houses and the nice places to eat. And now I'm like, hey, let's budget next month so we can come down here and eat. And when we actually budget to eat out here, we actually go eat, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So where it's like,
it's not like, oh, do we have enough?
No, it's like, nah.
We budgeted for it.
Yeah, it's like we actually go crazy. You get what I'm saying? So I'm getting there. And like I said, I don't think it's more discipline. I think it's more fear. Because I'm telling you, man, being broke is not it, man. Like, being broke and being in debt is not it. I don't know how people...
But the funny thing is, a lot of people, I don't know, man.
A lot of people living their life.
A lot of people are broke and on different income levels. That's the weirdest part. That's the weirdest part. Because everybody's trying to keep up with somebody that is not in their tax bracket. You know, you have people and
so like you telling me you got two people who live together who make over $250,000 and they are broke.
People feel like they should have a certain type of car and they should live in a certain type of neighborhood and they should own certain type of clothes and have certain type of fashion because they work hard for it. That's the go-to. I work hard for this. Or they need to go on certain type of vacations and need to stay in certain type of... Right now, I don't care what kind of I don't care if I'm in first class.
No.
I don't care what type of resort I go to, as long as they're clean. But when you get to a certain level of income and your friends are a certain type of way, they start telling you, "Oh, don't go to that resort." Well, what's wrong with that resort? They don't have the type of linen with the 1,000. You know, they don't have 1,000 count thread sheets in that spot. You want to go to here? This one. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. And then you start looking, the price difference is another $2,000. I'm like, well, they got the 1,000 count.
We gotta go, you know.
You start looking at cars. It's like, oh, so and so driving a Lexus. So and so can't come into work with Camry. I need to elevate. I need to.
Camrys look like Lexuses now, though. But
so I think, you know, depending on your environment, you start to learn more and more about certain things. You start to want to go and eat, you know, even eating a little different. You want to shop a little different. You want to drive a little different.
That's something that I will spend money on, though. I spend on
food. Well, you like food.
Great food. Like I spend money on great food.
So I think it also goes back to, what do you like?
I'll be hot if I spend money on food and it's bad. That's why I'll be like, nah, I can't do it.
Hey, man.
I can't. That's probably one of the main reasons why I won't shout out to Phillips. I won't eat at Phillips.
What's Phillips?
Phillips like the seafood place.
Oh, right up in Harvard.
I heard too many reviews about it. They say for the price, it's not that good.
Oh, yeah, I never had Phillips.
So I
never was curious.
I'm like, for the money that I make, I don't need Phillips.
I don't care for Phillips.
But anything else?
Lock Bar was good.
My girl went to Lock Bar.
Yeah, it was good.
Actually, I think we're going there next month. Right there over there in Harvey East, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody keeps talking about Lock Bar.
It was good. Expensive, but good.
Yeah, I think she said she went to lobster rolls. I said, how much do lobster rolls cost? I could be wrong. I think she said $70.
Sounds about right.
But anything else, man?
Nah.
Do your own research, man. Okay?
Don't get scammed out here, man. Just because you want to get rich. You're not going to get rich.
That's another thing, too. I can't. If I'm already rich, I don't know what it is, and maybe I'm speaking from someone who's not rich. I'm like, if I'm already rich and I already got like my nest egg, I'm like, I'm not taking this risk in this crypto. Like,
oh, yeah, I think a lot of people are like that, though.
I'd be like, I already got 50 million.
But you might put in.
I may put in 10 million.
That is wild. I was thinking like 100K, but
no, I may put in 10 million. Blessings, y'all.